All right, I guess we're live. Yay, we're live. What a pain in the butt this is. Oh man, if it's not one thing, it's something else, right? Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the Blind Spot, Joey's Treehouse Positivity. It's weekly positive message for Sunday, January 12th, 2025. Yay! Happy New Year, everybody. Again, but I can't believe this month is all almost halfway over. Wow, time's flying by this year already. So, um, yeah. So let me just jump into it. I don't want to make this a long rambling on YouTube video, so just will cut to the chase. So I've been thinking about how I could help people wake up first thing in the morning and start the day off positive. So, and you know, kind of recreate their day as if they've already had it, you know. And so what I what I do, I guess, the only way I could explain it, after my NDE, I I decided that I wasn't gonna let myself get in my way. After going to blind center in Chicago with the the VA blind rehab center, and I learned a lot about myself I didn't know before, and uh, I I actually realized for the first time that I actually get in my own way when I'm trying to actually do something, and the only way I could stop that is to be observant of it, be aware that I have these negative training or self confidence or whatever these things you tell yourself, I'm not good enough to do this, or I'm never going to get it. It's too hard. You know, there's got to be a better, an easier way to learn this or to be able to do this. And why do I suck? Those kind of negative, you know, mind tricks you play on yourself your whole life. So I figured out a way a long time ago how to kind of reprogram my brain to stop being that way. So my first instinct isn't to go negative and oh man, this is going to suck, or what did I get myself into? Instead of thinking those things, I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. You know, is this all you got, God? Is this the hardest thing? It's going to be a piece of cake. Even though I don't know what's in store, I I I try to keep my confidence level at least at the bare minimum above the level. So I can do this. Look at what I've already done. And some of our track records aren't so good. Whatever it is, relationships or jobs or being a dependable friend or whatever it is. We're not 100%, you know, gifted and talented in every single thing we do. So there is failure. But those are experiences we can grow on and learn from. So instead of thinking of something you weren't able to do correctly as a failure, think of it as an experience that you can use. You'll be able to use somewhere else. So um, when I wake up in the morning, I call this a mind trick, right? If I wake up in the morning and I'm hesitant because I know what obstacles kind of lie ahead that day. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do this, but I got to get through it. So what I'll do is I'll think about a good day I had. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was a week ago. Maybe it was a month ago. Maybe it was a year or two ago. Who knows? I think of a good day I had, and I think I want to have a day like this. I want to have a day like that again. So what I'll do is when I wake up in the morning or when I remember to, when I'm thinking about the day and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. I'm having my I have the light bulb go off and I say, oh, I need to do uh, a mind trick. So I tell myself, all right. So when the last time I had a good day was when I blah 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 blah, and I want this day to be as smooth and fun and exciting as that day. Now you can't you can't guarantee yourself it's going to turn out exactly like that day because it probably won't. You can't. It's hard enough to recreate a memory, normally, accurately, uh, completely, and where you can close your eyes and imagine that whole day. There's going to be parts of it missing. You don't. What the hell? I'm recording, so I'm still okay. I'm still recording. My phone went blank for some reason. I'm on probably on battery saver or something. All right, whatever. So here I am. um, what I do is when I wake up or if I'm having breakfast or whatever, I'm going through my day and I'm thinking there's a negative aspect of my day I don't really want to, you know, I'm not really looking forward to, right? I start thinking about a previous day or whatever that I experienced where things were good and easy and fun. And, I did something cool. I met somebody new or I had a good experience doing something, and I say, I'm gonna have a day like this. And then I try to remember as much as I can about that day and what made it a good day. How did I wake up? How did I go to, what mood was I in when I went to sleep? And when I had those experiences, how did I feel emotionally? So I kind of dive deep into that just to get my brain to stop thinking about an upcoming obstacle for that day, you know, and it works. It really does. It works. Your mind is a complicated thing. It is complicated, but it's not impossible to okay, for instance, it's not impossible to change what your mind thinks or what it tells you to do, because when you were a little kid, right? Think about when you were a little kid and you had a favorite color, and you got a toy and you're like, oh man, this is a cool color, you know, red or green or whatever, right? You're like, oh yeah, I like this color. And so now every time you saw that color, you wanted to, you got a pair of shoes or a t-shirt or something like that, or a flavor of ice cream or whatever, something candy or whatever. You're like, oh, it's my favorite color. It's going to be delicious, or whatever. It's going to look cool when I wear it. But then a couple years go by and you get a different toy, or you see something, you know, a comic book or a superhero or a doll or whatever whatever you play with, and then you're like, man, I really like this color better. Maybe it's a new pair of pajamas you got for a holiday, birthday, or something. and you're like, wow, man, these are cool. I like these. I like this color. So then maybe now your favorite color is blue or yellow or orange, whatever. And so you changed your mind. And so if you could change your mind that easily when you're a child, there's no there's no rule that say as an adult or uh, in the intermediate from a teenager to an adult that you can't change your mind as as simple as what your day's gonna you know per, uh, contain. The context of your day hasn't been written yet, so you can change it by the way you think. So if you put yourself in a positive landscape of your mind for the day, when you already are wake up in the morning and you're hesitant because there's going to be some obstacle that you're not looking forward to, by the time you get to that obstacle, your whole day has been pretty good so far. You're in a good mood, you're smiling, you're happy, and you're you're in a positive mood where nothing's going to stop my day. I'm going to have the same kind of day I had before, and uh, I'm going to make myself have that kind of day because I deserve it. Because I'm a good person, and you know, why not? It's my turn to have a good day, so I'm going to make the best of it. And then you just keep that mindset. And then when you get to that obstacle that you're not looking forward to, it's not so heavy on you, and you might just leap over it without even knowing. And then you can look back and go, that wasn't so bad. I was gonna let that I was gonna let that obstacle, that whatever it was, I was gonna let that kick my ass. No, I don't think so, because I'm the boss. You know, my brain does what I want it to. I'm in control. So that's what I call the mind trick. If you can go to a therapist and they can do their hocus pocus and whatever it's called, uh, where they can make you quit smoking. Where not, I want to say hallucination, but it's not. It's kind of like that, where they put you to sleep and then they brainwash you. You know, uh, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, my dad did that to quit smoking. It worked for him, but he couldn't mind trick himself. He couldn't do that to himself. So uh, I learned how to do it. I taught myself how to do it. You know, because I thought if I could get through all the pain and suffering from getting shot and losing my vision and thinking life is over, and then coming out on the other side positive and in control and still somber and upset, you know maybe a little angry, uh, but uh, uh, not not looking to the future as impossible. Because if I could get through this thing, then I can get through another thing, and then if I can get through that, I can get through anything with no problem. So we create our own hurdles, and then what if you're going through your morning, you wake up and you're thinking of an obstacle that's in the way that you really don't want to have to deal with, and then that obstacle throughout your day doesn't even disappear. It didn't even happen because something else happened. So you would have wasted your whole morning, in a, oh crap, oh man, this is gonna suck, and then it never happened. You just wasted your whole morning, smiling and having a good time. People maybe uh, was around people at work or your significant other or maybe your kid or whatever or your neighbor or whoever. Maybe you carpool to work, and you were just in a crappy mood because you're sulking that you have this obstacle. And then when you actually get to that point in your day, that obstacle didn't even happen because somebody didn't come to work, or uh, something got postponed, or you weren't required to actually do what that obstacle was. So it worked out, and then you would have just wasted your whole day or half your day or whatever it was in a messed up mood, and the way you reflect off of uh, everybody else, they might be empathic, so maybe by you being in a crappy mood, you messed up their day, and I don't want that on my conscience that I was in a crappy mood, sulking, and I didn't have a smile, so I didn't, and that's kind of stuff. If you're in a bad mood, that can rub off onto other people. I don't know how many times I've been, uh, working with somebody who was in a shitty mood, and you know, the whole day they were just, you know, pissed off, and I knew why, and I tried to cheer them up, but it didn't end up ruining my day because I ended up started getting angry at them. Why are you letting this eat you up? And it's just dumb, you know. But so the way you are, the mood you're in, the emotions you feel have an impact on people around you. If you're angry, you're more likely to snap at somebody, instead of being, oh, they might even say they're sorry, and you're like, oh, you son of a bitch. And so your tolerance for someone having a mistake might be short. But if you're not worried about your obstacles during your day because you mind trick yourself, then you won't have that effect on people. And then they'll want to be around you, and maybe you'll be able to teach them how to mind trick themselves if you're successful at it, which you should be. It's not very difficult to remember a good day you had not too long ago and tell your mind, I'm going to have a day just like this. Even if I have to deal with this obstacle, it's going to work out the way I want it to because I'm going to have a good day. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it works. It works. No BS. So that's my weekly positive message. So if you wake up tomorrow morning and it's Monday and you're, oh man, I got to go to work. I gotta do this. I gotta finish this. I gotta do this errand. I gotta pay this bill. I gotta whatever. I gotta. But I really don't want to do this. I don't want to. I don't want to have to call this person. I don't want to do that. How do I get out of this? I'm not good enough for this crap. That you get yourself out by stopping and saying, wait a minute. I remember uh, at Joey's Treehouse of Positivity, he said something about this mind trick. Maybe I'll do that. Just try it. So think about the last time I had a good day. And what did I do during that day? What made it a good day? What made it special? What made it a happy day? And then just think about that for a little bit. And then the time goes on, you know, the time of the day goes on, and the closer and closer you get to your dreadful obstacle, whatever you have to do that you don't really want to do, the obstacle is either there or it's not. And if it's there, then you keep thinking about your positive day you had, and you get yourself through it. Having that memory, kind of like cheese or bait on the end of a stick, whatever we call it, bait stick. So it kind of gets you to the obstacle. Next thing you know, the obstacle is over and you're finishing your day, and it could still be good. It might not be as good as your good day previously, but it'll be better than it would have turned out if you would have been sulking the whole day, going, damn it, 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 30 seconds, so I got to do this thing, you know? And then it happens, you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And you just ruined your whole day. Well, half of it anyway. And then you're mad at yourself for ruining your day, which ruins your last part of your day. So I hope that helps. It helped me when I was coming out through the other side and having some self confidence issues and not looking forward to certain things in my day or whatever. I turned it around by thinking about a positive day I had, and it helped carry me through some pretty rough stuff. And I benefited from doing that. And I look back now, and those days that I had to mind trick myself. They didn't turn out too bad. They turned out pretty good. I wouldn't say they were the best days I ever had, but they were better than they would have been. All right, mind trick yourself. Works. I promise. Give it a shot. Namaste. Have a good week. Stay positive, my friend.